my God, is this real?
It's real. It's for you.
I don't know what to say.
Marry me. Those were the words that stopped the entire street. A billionaire, a single father, down on one knee in the middle of a grimy sidewalk, holding out a red velvet ring box to a woman the world had long forgotten. And the woman he was proposing to? She was homeless. What she said in return would leave everyone stunned. Before we go any further, tell me in the comments what time it is where you are and which country you're watching from. I love seeing how far these stories travel. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Now let's begin. Alexander Hayes was not a man who ever had to beg for anything. At 40 years old, dressed in a tailor navy suit with a crisp dark tie, he stood on Fifth Avenue like he owned it. The sun glinted off the face of his silver watch. Luxury cars rolled past. People hurried by without looking twice at him. But Alexander wasn't thinking about business deals or stock prices. He was searching. For 3 years, he had chased a ghost. He had followed whispers, dead ends, false leads. He had hired private investigators. He had checked shelters, hospitals, city records. Nights passed without sleep. Every time he closed his eyes, he saw her face. Then suddenly, in the middle of the chaos, he saw her. Time froze. Sitting against a weathered brick wall was a young woman, no more than 25. Her brown hair was tangled and unwashed. A torn jacket hung loosely over a faded gray shirt. Her pants were stained. Her shoes were nothing more than cloth wrapped around her feet. A small backpack rested beside her, holding everything she owned. To everyone else, she was invisible. To Alexander, she was unforgettable. Emma Carter, the woman who saved his daughter's life. His heart began to pound so loudly he could hear it in his ears. His legs felt unsteady as he walked toward her. "Excuse me," he said softly. She flinched at the sound of his voice. Her shoulders tensed. "I'm not causing trouble," she muttered quickly. "I'll move if you want. I'm not bothering anyone." "Emma," he said, barely above a whisper. "Emma Carter." Her head snapped up. Her eyes widened in shock. "How do you know my name?" His voice trembled. "Because 3 years ago you saved my daughter." The color drained from her face. "Olivia," he continued. "She's 8 now. She's alive because of you." The memory rushed back to her. She had only been homeless for 6 months back then. Cold, hungry, invisible. She remembered standing near the curb when she saw a little blonde girl chasing a bright red ball into the street. A delivery truck was speeding toward her. The driver was looking down at his phone. There wasn't time to think. Emma ran. She grabbed the child with both arms and threw her toward the sidewalk with everything she had. A split second later, the truck's side mirror slammed into Emma's shoulder. The impact sent her spinning. Pain exploded through her body. She tasted blood. People screamed. A man in a suit rushed toward them. Before anyone could ask questions, before anyone could thank her, Emma stumbled away. She disappeared. "I looked for you," Alexander said now, his voice thick with emotion. "You were bleeding. You were hurt. And you vanished. I hired 5 investigators. I never stopped searching." "You don't owe me anything," Emma said quietly, staring at the pavement. "Anyone would have done it." Alexander shook his head slowly. 30 people were standing there. 30, and only one of them moved. The street around them seemed to fade away. With shaking hands, Alexander reached into his jacket pocket. He pulled out a red velvet ring box. Gasps rippled through the crowd as he opened it. Inside, a diamond caught the sunlight and scattered it like fire. "I know this sounds crazy," he said, lowering himself onto one knee right there on the dirty pavement. "But I have thought about this every single day for 3 years. You risked your life for a stranger's child. For my child. You asked for nothing. You walked away with nothing." His voice broke. "I don't just want to repay you. I want to build a life with you. A life where you never have to sleep on the street again. Where you're safe. Where you're cherished. Where you're loved." He looked up at her, eyes filled with something no money could buy. "Emma Carter, will you marry me?" The crowd froze in place. A sharp inhale echoed nearby. Cameras lifted instantly. "What is happening?" Emma stared at him. Have you lost your mind? I know your courage. I know you saved the most precious soul in my life. I know you've survived on these streets for 3.5 years. You deserve more. So this is pity? Her tone turned icy. Wealthy man rescues homeless woman. No, this is me trying to repay a debt I can never clear. Please just listen. Emma paused. What's the arrangement? The truth. My mother is dying. Cancer. 6 months at best. Her final wish is seeing me married, knowing Olivia has someone steady beside her. My wife passed when Olivia was 2. It's only been us since. So you need a pretend wife for your dying mother? A deal? Alexander nodded. You get a house, protection, meals. Olivia meets her savior. My mother rests peacefully. Everyone benefits. Emma looked at the billionaire kneeling on the dirty pavement in his flawless suit, offering a ring worth more than she'd earn in 10 lifetimes. Part of her wanted to shout yes, but survival had made her careful. I have terms, Emma said quietly, and you may hate them. Anything, whatever you ask. If you've fallen in love with this story already, kindly smash that like button and subscribe for more amazing stories. Let's continue. Choose your words wisely, billionaire. Emma rose and met his gaze. First, I don't want your fortune. No accounts, no cards. I'll stand beside you for your mother, but I refuse to be bought. Alexander blinked, surprised. That's fair. I'm not finished. Second, I want real employment, not pretend duties. I earn my pay. Can you accept that? Yes. What did you do before? Social worker. Guided homeless teens to housing, support, counseling. I was good. Then funding collapsed. I lost my job. Lost everything. Ended here. I can arrange something. Put you back there. Still not finished, Emma cut in. This is where you send me away. I want you to build a homeless shelter. Not something small. A huge center. A real refuge that truly changes lives. She moved closer, her voice steady but intense. Women and children. A place with real medical care. Doctors. Nurses. Medication. Trauma counseling. Job programs that actually lead to employment. Child care so mothers can work. Not a warehouse to hide people, but a path off the streets. Everything required to rebuild a life, not just barely survive. Alexander swallowed. Do you have any idea what that would cost? Tens of millions. Maybe more. It's enormous. Then keep your ring and walk away. She reached down and lifted her backpack onto her shoulder. Why? Alexander asked, shaken. Why not ask for yourself? Cars. Diamonds. Designer clothes. Anything. Tears welled in Emma's eyes. Because 6 months ago, a 16-year-old girl died in my arms. Alexander felt the warmth drain from his body. Her name was Grace. She ran from a foster home where she was being hurt. She had nowhere else. No family. No money. I found her beneath a bridge in January. I tried to keep her warm. Gave her the little I had. But it wasn't enough. Her voice cracked. She froze to death holding my hand. 16 years old. She died because there wasn't a safe place for her. I pulled your daughter out of traffic, but I couldn't pull Grace out of the cold. There are dozens more like her out here right now, Emma said fiercely. Teenagers fleeing abuse, young mothers clutching babies, women running from violence. They're dying. So if you want to repay me, don't hand me diamonds. Help me save them. Alexander stared at the woman in the torn brown jacket before him. She could have demanded wealth. A mansion, a sports car. Instead, she asked for strangers. Okay, Alexander said softly. What? Okay, I'll build your shelter. Everything you described. We'll do it properly. You'll run it. And in return, you marry me. Stand beside Olivia. Meet my mother. Deal. You're serious? Tens of millions? Because you asked. My company is valued at $3 billion. And this is the first time in my life someone has asked me to spend money on something that truly means something. So yes, I'm completely serious. This is crazy. We don't know each other. We're not in love. Maybe. But sometimes the world changes because two people are willing to do something crazy. Will you marry me and help me build something that actually matters? Emma closed her eyes and saw Grace's frozen fingers in hers. She thought about the other girls still out there tonight, scared and unseen. "Yes," she whispered. "God help both of us. I'll marry you." Alexander slid the ring onto her hand. It was too loose on her thin fingers, but it flashed in the sunlight. Applause erupted around them. Someone shouted, "This is blowing up online." "Come on," Alexander said gently. "Let's go home. Olivia's been waiting 3 years to meet you." "Wait," Emma said quickly. "I have a dog. Rocky. He's kept me alive these last 2 years. Wherever I go, he goes." A scruffy brown mutt trotted over, tail wagging uncertainly. Alexander smiled. "Of course you have a dog. Then he's coming too. He's family now." 3 hours later, Emma stood in the marble bathroom of Alexander's mansion, clean for the first time in months, wearing clothes that actually fit, the ring still on her finger. Downstairs, Olivia waited, the little blonde girl she once pulled from traffic. When Emma stepped into the room, Olivia stared in awe. "You're the angel lady," she whispered. "Daddy's told me about you forever." Emma knelt down. "Hi, Olivia. I'm Emma." Olivia wrapped her arms tightly around her neck. "Thank you for saving me. I already love you." Emma looked up at Alexander. His eyes were shining. Maybe this impossible plan could actually work. 6 months later, the Hayes Family Shelter opened its doors. 200 beds, full medical care, therapy services, job training, childcare. Emma stood at the ribbon cutting in a blue dress, her ring glinting softly, Alexander and Olivia at her side. "This is for you, Grace," she whispered, "and for every girl like you." As the doors opened and the first families walked in, Emma felt something shift inside her. She had married a stranger for a deal. Somehow she had found a home. If this story moved you, hit like and subscribe for more unforgettable stories. And tell me in the comments, what would you have asked for if you were Emma? See you in the next one.